YouTube, what is up? 2027 to 2029. What is VCT going to look like? Let's talk about it. Riot have given now you can qualify to Masters and Champs, and I will say it's so open. It's like going back to 2021. Any team can actually qualify for these. It's big change. It really is. We do care about this. What would the partner teams get? Base stipend, right? This can cover some of the salary of your teams. Performance bonuses, this can be, say you qualify for Masters, you get set amount extra for qualifying for Masters. This can also be content based. Let's use Liquid as an example. 2 videos on the Liquid Valorant channel, they got above 50k views, you get some money. X amount of people watch the Liquid games, you get an extra amount of money. That's what the performance bonuses are, both in-game and content-wise. New one, direct seeding, additional stability and increased exposure through direct placement into later rounds of qualifiers. Let's talk about qualifiers. Multiple opportunities, multiple times a year, varies by region, but community tournaments, they're going to have one way, partner events, collegiate events, premier, and more. So depending on your region, multiple ways to try and qualify to these other events. The best non-partner teams, this is just an extreme example, right? They're saying that if you get to champs and you kind of get a lot of the prize pool, you can earn more than some of the lower bottom of the pack partner teams. So let's say the partner teams bomb out in the qualifiers and you get over towards here, you're going to earn more than what the base salary is that they're kind of giving the players. Open qualifiers into international cups, into global. So if you're a partner team, you don't start here. You still have to qualify. You still have to show that you can beat these 5 randomers who have signed up and you're good enough to get into the international cups. So that really is cool. We really are going to get the best teams over towards here. Let's just use NA as an example. They have quite a lot of signups. Let's say it's 256 teams. You would then go into round 128, round 64, round 32, and then 16. So I would say the partner teams probably join somewhere around here. So you skip like your first 3 games, maybe first 4 games, depending on how many qualify or how many sign up. So being a partner team, you get to skip a fair amount of this, but it doesn't matter too much. I will say the partner, it's very nice to skip these. We used to do this in 2021. You knew you were going to win the first like 3-4 games, easier games, and waiting for other games to finish. And it's not the most fun, so this is nice for partners, but it's not the end. Not the end of all. Going to quickly focus on the negatives. I'm sorry that I'm on this for a long time, but it is just a big thing. Open qualifiers can be a nightmare. You get cheaters sometimes. DSG, big example. You can have people that internet timeouts and you get disqualified. As much as the open qualifiers are really cool, there's a lot of bad stuff that can happen with them. That can be a nightmare. This is where all the stories are going to happen. There's going to be so much drama around here. Riot are going to really have to make sure that they hone in and they make this good. Seeding is going to be a nightmare for this. Like I spoke about M80 earlier. How do you rank M80 in terms of like the partner teams? The partner teams probably getting the main seeds, but then M80, are they going to play, say, a Shopify, right? Are they going to play really early? Or is the seeding going to be good enough that these guys avoid each other? Seeding for when it's like 256 or 128 teams is a nightmare. This can be a nightmare, but it will be fun. I will say that. This is open qualifiers, and then this is the cups, and this is the masters. We've split it up. North America, LATAM, Brazil, different qualifiers to get into the cups. India, Japan, Korea, South Asia, EU, MENA, Turkey. Turkey's so good, they get their own. This is going to be stacked for sure. This is going to be interesting. Something that's going to be very interesting as well is like the number placement they put over towards here, right? We had this at the beginning of the game, right? Where it's essentially like one region was better than the other, but maybe they got more spots into the cups. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they distribute it, whether it's equal or whether like North America gets more qualifications than LATAM. We'll see. My big takeaway from this is the salaries that players is going to go down drastically because you aren't secured as much exposure. I think it's going to be, in terms of just orgs, more percentage-based salary, like more performance-based salaries in these orgs as well. So that we have the champs bundle here. Say that orgs used to take maybe 70% of this. I think that this will go up quite high for the players. So you might see more of like a 50-50 balance, and there's more incentive to like try and qualify, and then the base salary goes down. But if you qualify to champs, then you get more of the percentage of the skins. Then that's how orgs will probably do it. I think everyone's base salary is going to go down, and yeah, I reckon there'll be more incentive in the contracts. That's basically where I view it in terms of player stuff. It's cool. Overall, I think it's really cool. My main takeaways are qualifiers are going to be a nightmare. The cups are going to be awesome. Looks like we're getting a lot more prize pool in. That's awesome. I think the salaries for teams are going to go down dramatically, but I do think that, again, the incentive of getting more of a percentage is pretty good, and it will maybe become like what they have in CS with like sticker money when they go to the Masters. Might be like that, more of an incentive. I think for this to fully work, personally, and this is gonna, it's not a hot take, I guess, in the reality that we live in, for some of these regions to thrive, they got to really embrace the gambling sponsors, to be honest. That's where we're at, and I know that's a horrible way to end, but some of these will be fine. But I think if I look at some of the other esports that I've seen, for a more open pathing like this and to get orgs interested, they gotta be more open with gambling sponsors for this to work. It's not a nice way to end it, but that's basically where I'm at. Let me know in the comments, what do we like, what do we dislike?
Late 2026. Okay, so end of this year, once Champs is over, they're gonna get like a 2-month break, and then like around December, it's gonna start. I mean, fuck it, even better. We take this. I mean, there's no downside outside of like the shit admins are gonna have to go through here. Like I said earlier, ping, fucking cheaters, whether it's coaches or like actual hackers, people lagging out and delays, all those things. But it's still great for the overall scene. Orgs will be way more interested to get into this game now because they'll see teams that are impressive that are not on an org that have done really well and gotten to these tournaments. It'll be very good for the scene overall. Open qualifier means you can play. Like, you can make a team and you can play in this. Dapper said me, except you. You're done. Me, you, we're done. I'm talking about these guys. Understandable. This is literally what happens when we were together. We were terrific at the beginning of 2021 or middle of 2020. I made a team on this, picked up Calypso, Akis, Mame, and there's one more fucking player. I feel so bad I'm forgetting. Caboose. Oh my gosh. Caboose. We made a team here. We were not signed to anybody. We were making no money. And then we made it through an online tournament somewhere where we ended up placing second to Sentinels. And that's when we got picked up by Envy. That's when we got the messages from Envy. The golden ages of Valorant were this format. This is when it was like genuinely anyone can play. And if you're really good enough, you'll make it. There's no politics. There's nothing involved. You make a team, you play. You're good enough. You can make it to here, 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 here. To me, W all around. There's no downside. The only thing that I want to add to this, if there was the ideal world, is let DreamHack or ESL or Blast, these tournament organizers that have been doing it for a really long time, Riot should partner with them and allow them to run the events. And it would be fucking unbelievable. I know. I saw the DreamHack one, but I'm saying Blast, ESL as well. If Riot isn't super greedy and they fucking just partner with these guys, this game would genuinely have the perfect schedule. Like, there wouldn't be anything else that's needed after that, because all of the events will be run by professional event runners that have done it time and time again. They've run through every single delay possible. They know how to fix their PCs when they're fucking broken. They know how to like figure out delays. They have everything, all the experience in the world. They do it for a living. So let them handle it. That's it. That's the only thing I would change or add. Because there are extra events, let other people take care of them. Talk to Leo. I'm not there yet. I'm not at that point where like Leo and I are like this. You know what I mean? But I mean, fuck, I'll tell him. These will be regional, but it will be sub-regions, right? So like LATAM teams will only play LATAM teams, which is why like I was thinking, yo, like if you're like a Brazilian org, wouldn't you just be better off? Well, I guess all the Brazilian orgs have now become good. Furia is good now. MIBR is good now. Actually, always have been, really. And then, so it doesn't really matter that much. Loud, yeah, Loud needs to make a Brazilian team. Boy, do they need to plug and play in that region.